Let's let's start to study English for specific purpose. What is English for specific purpose? It's known in the abbreviation, particularly ESP. Defining ESP is very challenging to researchers, and producing a simple definition of ESP is not an easy task. Is mentioned by Stevenson in 1987. There are few well-known definitions given. Mackay and Mountford in 1978 described ESP is generally used to refer to the teaching of English for a clearly utilitarian purpose. Robinson asserted that the students study English not because they are interested in the English language or English culture as such, but because they need English for study or work purposes. Anthony, 1997, argued that some people describe ESP as simply being the teaching of English for any purpose that could be specified. Others, however, were more precise, describing it as the teaching of English used in academic studies or the teaching of English for vocational or professional purposes. This denotes that the role of ESP is to help language learners to build up the needed abilities in order to use them in a specific field of inquiry, occupation, or workplace. The main aims and objectives of ESP. Richards in 2001 stated that aims of ESP are: number one, preparing non-native speaking students for study in the English medium academic context. Number second, preparing those already fluent or who have mastered general English but now need English for specific usage in employment, such as engineers, scientists, or nurses. Number third, the aim and objective of ESP are responding to the needs of the materials of English for business purposes and teaching immigrants the English needed to deal with their job situations. Hence, in ESP, language is learned not for its own sake or for the sake of gaining a general education, but to smooth the path to entry or greater linguistic efficiency in academic, professional, or workplace environments. Now, there are two types of characteristics or features of ESP. Dudley, Evans, and St. John's, 1998, applied a series of characteristics that include some absolute and some variable characteristics. Absolute characteristics. ESP is defined to meet specific needs of the learners. ESP makes use of underlying methodology and activities of the discipline it serves. ESP is centered on the language like grammar, lexis, register skills, discourse, and general appropriate to these activities. Variable characteristics. Variable characteristics include ESP may be related to or designed for specific disciplines. ESP may use in specific teaching situations a different methodology from that of general English. ESP is likely to be designed for adult learners either at a tertiary level institution or in a professional work situation. It could, however, be for learners at secondary school level. ESP is generally designed for intermediate or advanced students. Most ESP courses assume some basic knowledge of the language systems, but it can be used with beginners. Adapted from Dudley, Evans, and St. John, 1984, from page number 4.